How's it going? Jackson Doorknob here. And I was watching the national championship and I came across something on Twitter. This it was on the trending page. It says two LAPD officers were fired for ignoring a call regarding a robbery in progress because they were playing Pokemon Go and had spotted Snorlax. Another says they appealed, said that it wasn't okay for squad card recording of them to be used against them. They lost. Um, so they were called out for a robbery and they just didn't go. And I'm gonna read some transcripts from their car recording. So this is from the court documents. I'll link them in the description if you want to look at them. So it says at approximately 6:09 p.m., just 5 minutes after Officer Lorenzo had said screw it to dealing with communications about the robbery call, Officer Mitchell alerted Lozano that Snorlax had just popped up at 4th and Limer. After noting that Limer doesn't go all the way down to 46, Lozano responded, "Oh, you know what I can do? I'll go down 11th and swing up on Crenshaw. I know that way I can get to it." Mitchell suggested a different route, then told Lozano, "We got 4 minutes." For approximately the next 20 minutes, the DICVS captured petitioners discussing Pokemon as they drove to different locations where the virtual creatures apparently appeared on their mobile phones. On their way to the Snorlax location, Officer Mitchell alerted Officer Lozano that a Togetic just popped up, noting it was on Crenshaw, just south of 50th. After Mitchell apparently caught the Snorlax and exclaiming, "Got him!" petitioners agreed to go get the Toad and drove off. When their car stopped again, the DICVS recorded Mitchell saying, don't run away, while Lozano described how he buried it in Ultra Ball, the Togetic, before announcing, "Got him." Mitchell advised that he was still trying to catch it, adding, "Holy crap, man, this thing is fighting the crap out of me." Eventually, Mitchell exclaimed, "Holy crap, finally," apparently in reference to capturing the Togetic, and he remarked, "The guys are going to be so jealous." Petitioners then agreed to return to the 7-Eleven, where Sergeant Gomez later met them to end their watch. On the way, Mitchell remarked, "I got you a new Pokemon, dude." Now, these people are extremely lucky that it was just a robbery. As far as I know, from what I've researched and looked into this, there wasn't anybody who died. Now, I would put, if there was anybody who died from this situation, I would put their deaths completely on these two officers. I mean, what are you doing? Why is Pokemon more important than your job? And I was like, oh, well, while I'm on the subject, I'll look at the crime rates, because maybe they didn't take it seriously because LA's a low crime area. So I looked up, and this is from an article from the Los Angeles Times. It says, while overall city crime rates remain far below records set during the notorious gang wars of the 1990s, violent crime has jumped sharply in LA, as it has in other cities. Much of the violence has occurred in poor communities and among vulnerable populations such as the homeless, and receives little attention. However, since the start of the pandemic and more rapidly in recent months, crime has crept up in wealthier enclaves and thrust its way to the center of public discourse in LA. Against a backdrop of COVID-19 angst, evolving political perceptions of what role police and prosecutors should play in society, and now a holiday season upon which brick and mortar retailers are relying to stay afloat. Now, going down a little bit, it says Dominic DeLuca, owner of the Brooklyn Projects skateboard shop in Melrose Avenue, a commercial corridor that has seen burglaries and robberies spike sharply in the recent months. This was released on December 4th of 2021, by the way. Said things have gotten so bad that he carries a gun to work and desperately wants ramped up enforcement. I've never seen anything like it. In the past 2 years, I've been broken into 3 times. Okay, now, according to LAP data through November 27th, property crime this year is up to 2.6% over the same period last year, but is down 6.6% from 2019. Robbery is up 3.9% over last year, but down 13.6% from 2019. Burglaries are down 8.4% from last year and down 7.7% from 2019. Car thefts are a notable outlier, up nearly 53% from 2019. More concerning is violent crime. Homicides are up to 46.7% compared with 2019, when shooting victims are up 51.4% according to police data. As of the end of November, there had been 359 homicides in LA in 2021, compared with 355 in all of 2020. There had not been more homicides in 1 year since 2018, which ended with 384. Well, it seems like if there were less cops like these guys who are going to neglect their job to play Pokemon Go, a game that's silly. I mean, these people are playing with people's lives, and they'd rather go get new Pikachu, new Snorlax. I mean, people's lives are at stake. I feel like it starts with the system. I mean, if you want to become a police officer, you can go through the academy in 6 months. I mean, this is the type of people that get pumped out. And I'm not saying that all of them are bad, but when you have people like this who would hear a robbery call and go, "Oh, this is the time for me to go play Pokemon Go." I mean, it's obviously indicative of some needed change needs to be happening. Now, what do I think that change is? Because if I don't say, someone would ask. I think they should have more training, at least a year, maybe a year and a half, maybe even 2 years. And I think that would severely reduce the amount of people that go through these things from people like these officers Mitchell and officers Lozano. Now, I want to end this off with all saying that, as far as I know, this is all alleged, and I'm going to wait for all the facts to come out. Thank you for watching. We'll take